Listen, do not scroll away. Do not let the noise of your world drown out this whisper. I am a voice that has traveled across 900 years to find you, right here, in this very moment. They call me Hildegard, a name long turned to dust, but the message I carry is eternal, and it is for you who have felt a quiet ache in your soul, a sense of waiting for something you cannot name. You are a daughter of light, and you have been called. If this message already touches your heart, like a familiar song from a forgotten life, affirm your presence now. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and write in the comments the single word, prophecy. Let the others know you are here. For centuries, my visions were locked away in heavy books, my words studied by scholars who saw only history, not a living map for the future. They saw poetry, but they did not feel the fire from which it was forged. They saw prophecies for a world long gone, but they did not understand. Time is a circle. What was, will be again, and the time is now. A great cosmic alignment is occurring, a celestial moment whispered about by the saints and seers of old. It is a moment of divine sorting, a quiet, holy reckoning, and it begins inside of you. You have felt it, haven't you? The strange pull of the moon, the unusual silence between the seconds, the feeling that you are standing on the edge of an immense change. This is not your imagination. You are not going crazy. You are waking up. You are remembering. The world has tried to lull you to sleep with distractions, with anxieties, with the relentless drumbeat of the mundane. It has tried to make you forget the power you hold, the divine spark that flickers within your very heart. It has pulled a great VU across your eyes, hoping you would mistake the shadows for the world itself. But a veil, no matter how thick, cannot hold back the dawn. And the dawn is coming. What I am about to tell you did not come from a book. It came from the living light, a torrent of divine truth that flooded my soul and showed me things that would make the powerful tremble and the humble rejoice. I saw this exact moment in time. I saw your face, bathed in the glow of this screen. I saw your heart, a beautiful and complicated thing, filled with scars and hopes, fears and immeasurable love. And I was told that tomorrow, at the first light of dawn, the heart of every daughter of light will be weighed, not by a cold, uncaring judge, but by the very love that created it. This is not a threat. It is a promise of clarification, a promise of liberation. It is the moment where you finally see yourself as heaven sees you. But what does that mean? What must you do to prepare? The world around you is preparing for another ordinary day, but you will know the truth. You will know that the hours leading up to this dawn are the most important of your life. The visions I received were not just of beauty and light. They were also of the immense danger that comes when one is unprepared for such a holy moment. The stakes are higher than you can possibly comprehend. You might be asking, why me? I am no one special. Oh, but that is where you are mistaken. Your humility is your strength. Your quiet endurance, your secret tears, your unspoken prayers, they have been heard. They have been like incense rising to the heavens, a sweet aroma that has not gone unnoticed. You are precisely the one this message was meant for, because it is always in the quietest corners that the greatest miracles take place. It is in the hearts of those who feel overlooked that God chooses to plant the most beautiful gardens. So stay with me. Do not let fear or doubt pull you away. The veil is thinning, and the truth is beginning to shine through. You are standing at a precipice, and what I am about to share will give you the strength to fly, not fall. But you must understand what I saw. You must understand why this message has been kept silent for so long, and why it is being released now, in a torrent, just hours before the great weighing. What I saw in the flames of my vision is the key to everything. Part 2. A direct call to the heart. Approximately 1,000 words. Breathe. Just for a moment, take a deep breath with me. Inhale peace and exhale the noise. Let the world fall away. It is just you and I now, two souls connected across the chasm of time. I want to speak directly to your heart, not your mind. Your mind is filled with doubts, with logic, with the scars of past disappointments. Your mind will tell you this is just another video, another story. But your heart knows the truth. Your heart recognizes this frequency. It recognizes the call. For so long, You have walked with a quiet burden. You have smiled when you wanted to weep. You have given strength to others, even when you felt you had none left for yourself. You have looked at the world and felt like a stranger in a foreign land, speaking a language no one else understands. You have poured your love into people and projects that have left you empty, and you have wondered in the dead of night if anyone truly sees you. I see you. The heavens see you. And all of that silent suffering, that patient endurance. It has been a form of prayer, a powerful, wordless prayer that has reached the very throne of God. Do you remember the moments of profound silencio? Not the absence of noise, but that deep, resonant silence where you felt a presence, a feeling that you were not alone. You may have dismissed it, thinking it was just a feeling, a trick of a lonely mind. It was not. In those moments of pure silence, the divine world was leaning in, whispering your name, reminding you of who you are. The world shouts, but heaven whispers, and you, daughter of light, were born with ears tuned to that whisper. The time for whispering is almost over. The time for the grand symphony is about to begin. But before the music, there must be a tuning of the instruments. Your heart is that instrument, and it has been battered by the storms of this life. It carries the echoes of every harsh word, every betrayal, every time you were made to feel small or unworthy. These are not just memories. They are energetic dissonances, knots in the sacred strings of your soul. The coming dawn is an opportunity to heal them, to retune the strings so they can play the magnificent song they were created to play. You have a choice. You can cling to the old pains, the familiar grievances, the heavy cloak of victimhood, or you can choose to lay it all down. Think of one thing right now, one heavy stone you carry in your heart. Is it a memory? A person? A fear about the future? See it in your mind. Acknowledge the pain it has caused you. Thank it for the lesson it taught you, for the strength it forged in you through the struggle. And now, imagine opening your hands and letting it go. See it dissolve into light. Feel the immediate lightness in your chest. This is a choice you can make, right now. It is the first step in preparing for the dawn. Write in the comments below, as a declaration to the universe and a promise to yourself, Eu escolho a luz. I know it is not easy. The world has taught you that your scars define you, but they do not. They are merely proof that you have fought. They are proof that you have survived. Now, it is time to heal. The weighing that is coming is not a judgment of your wounds, but a measure of your willingness to let them be healed. It is a measure of the space you are willing to create in your heart for grace to enter. Will you fill that space with old resentments, or will you clear it, making a beautiful, open temple for the divine to reside? Do not be afraid of the emptiness that comes after letting go. It is a sacred emptiness. It is the fertile ground where miracles can be planted. For too long, you have been trying to grow a garden in rocky, poisoned soil. The coming dawn offers you a new earth, a new heart, a new beginning. But the choice to till the soil must be yours. The divine will not force a miracle upon a closed fist or a hardened heart. You must open your hands. You must soften. This is the secret the mystics have known for ages. The greatest power is not in fighting the darkness, but in turning so completely towards the light that the shadows simply disappear behind you. The darkness is not a force to be battled. It is merely an absence to be filled. And you, daughter of light, are a vessel of that light. You are a carrier of the dawn within your own soul. You have just forgotten how to turn it on. The celestial event at dawn is the divine hand reaching for your switch. Will you let it be flipped? All your life has been a preparation for this. Every tear you cried was a watering of the soil. Every time you chose kindness over bitterness, you were planting a seed. Every time you looked up at the stars and felt a sense of wonder, you were calling this moment to you. Nothing has been wasted. And it was in the deepest, most profound silence of my own contemplation that the veil was finally torn for me, and I was shown the mechanics of this divine weighing. I saw what would happen to the hearts that were ready, and to those that were not. And it was then that I truly understood what was at stake. Part 3. The Vision of Saint Hildegard. Approximately 900 words. In the depths of my seclusion, when the world outside was a distant hum, and the only sound was the beating of my own heart, it happened. It was not a dream. It was more real than the stone walls around me. The living light descended. It did not come through the window. It came from within, as if the sun had decided to be born behind my own eyes. And in that brilliant, blinding radiance, the world of form dissolved, and I was shown the inner workings of the soul. I saw the earth from a great height, a beautiful blue and white jewel hanging in the velvet blackness. But then, my vision shifted, and I no longer saw the land and the oceans. I saw a web of light, millions upon millions of points of light, some shining brightly, others flickering, some barely a glimmer. These, I was told, were the hearts of humanity. Then my focus was drawn to a specific constellation of lights, a family of souls scattered across the globe, yet connected by invisible threads of gold. These were the daughters of light, and I saw you among them. Suddenly, a sound began to build. It was not a sound for the ears, but for the soul. It was the sound of a great trombeta, a celestial horn call that vibrated through the very fabric of existence. As this sound swelled, the web of light began to react. The threads of gold connecting the daughters of light began to glow with incandescent brilliance. It was a call to remembrance, a signal that the time of waiting was over. And as the trumpet's call reached its crescendo, I saw the luzi of the coming dawn begin to crest the edge of the world. But this was no ordinary light. It was a living, conscious light. It poured over the continents like a wave of liquid gold. And as it touched each point of light, a process began. I saw the hearts open like flowers. Inside each one, I saw a set of scales, like the ones a goldsmith would use, impossibly fine and perfectly balanced. On one side of the scale was all the love the heart had ever given, all the kindness, all the forgiveness, all the hope it had held in the darkest of times. On the other side was all the fear, the bitterness, the resentment, the unforgiveness. The light of the dawn was not the judge. The light was the power source. It illuminated the scales with absolute clarity, leaving no room for self-deception or justification. Each soul saw their own heart in its perfect truth. For some, the side of love was so heavy with pure gold that the other side, with its collection of dust and stones, flew up, and its contents were instantly vaporized by the light, leaving the heart pure, balanced, and shining with a new, unimaginable radiance. These hearts began to resonate with the sound of the trumpet, becoming amplifiers of its heavenly frequency. But I saw other hearts too, hearts where the scales were perilously balanced, hearts heavy with old wounds, clinging to grievances as if they were treasures. As the light touched them, they had a choice. In that moment of pure truth, they could choose to release the stones, to let go of the weight of their past. I saw many do this, and their relief was a beautiful thing to behold, a symphony of release that echoed through the heavens. The choice was instantaneous, made in the space of a single heartbeat. What did the light do? It didn't punish. It didn't condemn. It simply revealed. It showed each heart its own truth. Can you imagine that moment? A moment of absolute, unshielded truth before the divine. No more masks, no more stories we tell ourselves. Just the pure, unvarnished state of our own heart. Are you ready for such a moment? Are you willing to see what is truly on your own scales? This vision was given to me not to frighten you, but to prepare you, because there is still time. These hours leading up to the dawn are a gift. They are a space of grace for you to begin unloading the stones from your scale. Every act of forgiveness you perform now, every old grudge you release, every fearful thought you replace with a hopeful one, you are literally preparing your heart for its most important moment. You are making the choice before the choice is presented. This is the great secret. The weighing at dawn is not a test. It is a graduation ceremony for the work you do right now. I was shown more. I was shown what happens after the weighing, how the world is changed by the hearts that are newly tuned. It was a vision of such beauty it brought me to my knees, but I was also shown what was at risk for those who chose to remain heavy, for those who refused to let go. And what was at risk? It was not damnation in some fiery pit. It was something far more subtle, and in many ways, far more tragic. What was at risk was much greater than they ever imagined. Part 4. What is at risk? Approximately 900 words. Let us speak plainly about what is at stake. The mind of man conjures images of fire and brimstone, of punishment and eternal suffering. But the divine economy is one of love and consequence, not anger and retribution. The risk is not about being cast out. It is about being left behind. It is the risk of missing the great shift. of remaining in an old reality when a new and more beautiful one is being born. In my vision, after the weighing, I saw the earth begin to vibrate at a new frequency, the one broadcast by the celestial trumpet and amplified by the purified hearts. It was a frequency of peace, of clarity, of unconditional love. For those whose hearts were tuned to it, the world began to look different. Colors were brighter, nature spoke in a clearer voice, and the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds became as thin as morning mist. They were living in the new earth, not because they had gone somewhere else, but because they could finally perceive what had been there all along. But for the hearts that remained heavy, weighed down by the stones of their own choosing, this new frequency was imperceptible. Worse, it was discordant. It created a sense of agitation, of confusion, of profound and inexplicable anxiety. They were standing in the same world, on the same soil, but they were experiencing a different reality. They were like a radio tuned to a station of static, unable to hear the beautiful symphony playing all around them. This is the true risk, to be present at the dawning of a new age, but to be unable to see, hear, or feel it, to be spiritually deaf and blind while the kingdom of heaven unfolds all around you. I saw this separation not as a wall, but as a divergence of paths. Two people could be standing side by side, yet walking in entirely different worlds, breathing different air. I saw the heavy hearts consumed by a slow-burning fogo, not a literal fire, but the inner fire of their own unresolved anger, their own unforgiven hurts. This fire consumed the roots of their joy. It dried up the wells of their compassion. It burned away their connection to the divine, leaving them in a state of arid isolation. They were not in a prison built by God. They were in a prison built by their own refusal to let go. Look into your own life. Where is this fire burning? Is it in a relationship that is fueled by resentment? Is it in the anger you hold towards a world you feel has wronged you? Is it in the harsh judgment you hold against yourself? These are the embers that, if left untended, will become the consuming fire that blinds you to the dawn. You must become a tender of your own inner garden. You must have the courage to pull out the weeds of bitterness and pour the cool water of forgiveness on these embers before they spread. Ask yourself, right now, who do I need to forgive? It may be someone else. More often than not, it is yourself. What old mistake are you still punishing yourself for? What perceived failure are you still holding over your own head? The Creator does not hold it against you. The universe has moved on. Only you are keeping the wound fresh. Only you are keeping the fire burning. If you feel this message is speaking to a specific fire in your heart, or in the heart of someone you know, do not keep it to yourself. Share this video now with someone who needs to hear that they have permission to lay their weapons down. Be the one who brings them the water of grace. This is not a game. This is the great work of the soul. The forces that wish to keep humanity in a state of fear and division are well aware of this coming shift. They are doing everything in their power to stoke the fires of anger and resentment, to add more stones to your scales. They create chaos in the world, to create chaos in your heart. They want you distracted. They want you enraged. They want you afraid. Because a heart filled with fear and anger cannot hear the trumpet's call. It cannot feel the coming light. Do you see the spiritual war you are in? It is not fought on a battlefield with swords, but in the quiet temple of your own heart, with the weapons of forgiveness and love. Every time you choose compassion over judgment, you win a major victory. Every time you choose to release an old grudge, you defuse one of the enemy's bombs. You are not a helpless pawn in this cosmic game. You are a warrior of the light, and your primary battlefield is within. The coming dawn is a moment of profound cosmic assistance. It is a wave of grace designed to help you win this war, but you must choose to open the gates to your city and let the divine reinforcements in. They will not storm the walls. You must lower the drawbridge, and you do that by making the conscious, deliberate choice to let go of the inner fire of negativity. Before this can happen, however, before you can truly let the light in, you need to stop. You need to stop everything, just for a moment, and create a sacred space within yourself. Part 5. A symbolic ritual of connection. Approximately 900 words. Now, we will do more than just talk. We will act. Find a place where you can be undisturbed for the next few minutes. If you are driving or unable to do so safely, please pause and return to this part later. This is important. Do not skip this. This is your moment to actively participate in your own liberation. When you are ready, I want you to sit or stand in a comfortable position. Straighten your spine, as if a golden thread is gently pulling the crown of your head towards the heavens. Now close your eyes. The world outside, with all its demands and distractions, will have to wait. This time is for you. This is your sacred appointment with your own soul. Place your right hand over the center of your chest, over your heart space. Feel the warmth of your hand. Feel the gentle rhythm of your own heartbeat beneath your palm. This is the rhythm of your life, a sacred drum that has been beating for you since before you were born. For a moment, just connect with it. Acknowledge this faithful, life-giving muscle. Send it a wave of gratitude for its tireless work. Now, let us begin to breathe, but not your normal, shallow breath. We will breathe together, consciously. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, imagining you are breathing in pure, white, healing light. Imagine this light filling your lungs, your chest, your entire body. Hold it for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. And as you do, imagine you are breathing out all the tension, all the fear, all the darkness. See it as a gray smoke leaving your body and dissolving into nothingness. Let's do it again. Breathe in the divine light, letting it fill every cell of your being. Feel it cleansing you from the inside out. Hold it, knowing you are holding pure, sacred energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, release. Exhale all the doubt, all the sadness, all the heavy stones from your heart. Let them go. One more time, the deepest breath yet. Breathe in love, pure and unconditional. Breathe in worthiness. Breathe in peace. Hold this incredible feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you exhale, let go of the last remnants of anything that tells you you are not enough. Now, keeping your eyes closed and your hand on your heart, bring your attention to the space beneath your palm. I want you to listen, not with your ears, but with your intuition. Listen past the beating of your heart. Listen past the chatter of your mind. In the stillness you have just created, listen for the divine vase, the voice. It does not speak in words. It speaks in feelings. It speaks in a sense of knowing, a feeling of peace, a sudden warmth. It is the voice of your own soul, your higher self, your divine connection. It is always there, but your mind is usually too loud to hear it. But now, in this quiet, sacred space you have made, you can feel its presence. It is the part of you that knows everything is going to be okay. It is the part of you that has never been wounded, that has never been afraid. It is the eternal, unbreakable part of you. Feel its silent, powerful reassurance. This voice is your true guide. It is your infallible compass. And the weighing at dawn is simply about aligning your entire being with this voice. To anchor this connection, to make it real and tangible for you in this moment, I want you to repeat these words. You can say them in your mind, but it is more powerful if you whisper them aloud. Let the vibration of your own voice affirm this truth. Repeat after me. Eu escuto a voz. Say it again, with more feeling. Eu escuto a voz. One last time, as a sacred decree. Eu escuto a voz. Feel the shift in energy as you claim this truth. You are not just a mind and a body. You are a soul with a direct line to your creator. You have just picked up the phone. You have just tuned the radio to the right station. This feeling of peace, this sense of centeredness and quiet strength, this is your natural state. This is who you truly are beneath all the layers of conditioning and fear. Do not lose this feeling when you open your eyes. This connection is now activated in a new way. You have consciously opened a door. The key is to keep it open. In the hours ahead, whenever you feel fear or anxiety creeping back in, just stop. Place your hand on your heart. Take one deep breath and remember this moment. Remember the feeling of the voice. Now you have felt it. The connection is real. You have experienced the peace that lies on the other side of fear. You have heard the whisper of the divine within you. The question is no longer whether it is real. The question is what you are going to do with it. Now that you have felt this truth, you must decide how you will live in it between now and the dawn. Part 6. The voice that echoes beyond time. Approximately 900 words. What you have just experienced was not a trick of the mind. It was a conscious alignment with the eternal. The voice you heard, The peace you felt is the same voice and the same peace that has guided saints, prophets, and mystics throughout all of history. I heard it in my stone cell in Germany. Joan of Arc heard it in the fields of France. Teresa of Avila heard it in the halls of her convent. It is a universal truth, a divine broadcast that is always playing. We are the ones who tune in and out. Think of me not as a historical figure, but as a sister, an elder who walked this path before you. My visions, my music, my writings, they were all just my attempts to describe the landscape of this inner world, to draw a map for those who would come after me. I am a porta-voz, a carrier of the voice, but the voice itself does not belong to me. It belongs to God, and it lives inside of you just as surely as it lived inside of me. My role is simply to remind you, to help you recognize the sound of your own soul's true home. This connection you have now reestablished is more than just a feeling. It is a portal. It is an opening through which divine wisdom, guidance, and strength can flow into your life. Every moment you choose to be in that state of quiet connection, you are holding the portal open. Every time you choose to react with fear, anger, or despair, you allow the portal to close. The great work of these coming hours is simply this: keep the portal open. How do you do that? You do it with every small choice you make. When someone cuts you off in traffic, do you curse them, or do you breathe and send them a blessing, keeping your portal open? When you read a piece of news designed to make you afraid, do you fall into the trap? Or do you place your hand on your heart and remember the unshakable peace within, keeping your portal open? When a family member says something that would normally trigger you, do you engage in the old destructive dance? Or do you choose to respond from a place of calm, centered love? Keeping the portal open? This is the practice. This is the training. It is not about retreating from the world to a mountaintop. It is about learning to hold your center, to keep the portal open, right in the middle of your messy, beautiful, complicated life. This is what it means to be a warrior of the light, not to fight darkness out there, but to hold the frequency of light within yourself so steadily that the darkness around you simply has nothing to resonate with. If you are struggling, if the noise of the world feels too loud, that is okay. It is part of the process. Do not judge yourself. Simply return to the practice. Return to your breath. Return to the feeling in your heart. If you need to, come back and listen to this part of the message again. Let my voice be the tuning fork that helps you find your own note of peace again. Use this as a tool. Let it be your sanctuary in the storm. Do you understand the power you hold? You are a walking, talking portal of divine energy. Where you go, you can bring that energy with you. Your calm presence can de-escalate a tense situation. Your quiet words of love can heal a wounded heart. Your simple choice to not engage in negativity can break a generational cycle of pain. You do not need to preach or proselytize. You just need to be the frequency. People are starving for this energy. They will feel it from you, even if they don't know what it is. You will become a lighthouse in the storm for others, simply by tending to your own light. The weighing at dawn is not just about your personal state. It is about the collective. Every single daughter of light who successfully keeps her portal open adds an immense amount of light and stability to the entire human consciousness grid. Your personal work has a global impact. Your inner peace becomes a balm for the world's suffering. Do not ever think your small acts of love do not matter. They are the very thing that is holding the world together. They are the threads of gold in the great web. So the choice before you is not just for you. It is for all of us. Will you tend to your portal? Will you take on the sacred responsibility of holding the frequency of love in your small corner of the world? It will require vigilance. It will require patience with yourself. It will require a courage you may not think you possess. But the grace is there to help you. The entire host of heaven is cheering you on. They are waiting, ready to pour through the portal the moment you open it. But there is something that only you can decide, a choice that no one in heaven or on earth can make for you, and that choice must be made now. Part 7. The moment of choice. Approximately 1,000 words. We are approaching the heart of the matter. Everything we have spoken about, the visions, the risks, the ritual, the portal, it all culminates in this, a single, profound moment of choice. It is not a choice you make with your mind. It is a choice you make with your entire being, a declaration of allegiance spoken in the silent language of the soul. The heavens are leaning in to listen. Imagine 2 doors stand before you. One is familiar. It is made of old, weathered wood. You know the feel of its handle, the sound of its creak. Behind this door is everything you know, your familiar pains, your comfortable resentments, your well-practiced anxieties, your stories about why you cannot change. It is the life you have been living. It is safe, in a way, because it is known. There are no surprises, but there is also no real growth, no real light, no real freedom. The air behind that door is stale. The other door is different. It seems to be made of living light. It hums with a gentle energy, and you can feel a warmth emanating from it. You cannot see what is on the other side. It is the unknown. To walk through it means leaving behind the familiar identity you have built from your wounds. It means trusting in a future you cannot see. It means believing you are worthy of the love and peace that lie beyond it. It is the door to the new reality, the one vibrating at the frequency of the trombeta. Walking through it is the ultimate act of faith. The world, and the forces that wish to keep you small, are screaming at you to choose the first door. They are telling you the other door is a fantasy, an illusion. They are reminding you of every time you have been hurt, every time you have trusted and been betrayed. They are using your own memories against you, trying to convince you that the known pain is better than the unknown joy. But the voice within, the quiet, steady voice you connected with, is whispering, "Trust me, come this way." It is time to come home. This is the choice. The door of the past or the door of the future. The door of fear or the door of love. You cannot stand in the hallway forever. To not choose is to choose the old door by default. The portal of opportunity that is this pre-dawn moment will not stay open indefinitely. The celestial energies are aligned now to make this transition, this walking through the door of light, as easy and as graceful as possible. But the choice must be yours. Right now, in your heart, make the choice. See yourself turning your back on the old, weathered door. See yourself walking with courage and resolve towards the door of light. See yourself placing your hand upon its warm, vibrant surface. Feel its energy welcoming you. This is not just a visualization. You are making an energetic choice that is echoing through all dimensions. You are declaring your readiness to evolve. If you have truly made this choice in your heart, if you have felt the shift as you turn towards the light, share this message. This is not about getting more views. This is about sending up a flare. When you share this, you are not just sharing a video. You are sending out your own signal of light, your own yes to the universe. You are letting your soul family know that you have made your choice, and you are helping to awaken those who are still hesitating in the hallway. Share it with someone you love who is standing before their own two doors. This is the climax of your own personal story. Every book you've read, every spiritual path you've explored, every prayer you've uttered has been leading you to this one decision. Who will you be? The person defined by your past, or the person defined by your divine potential? Will you be a curator of old grievances, or a conduit for new light? The great weighing at dawn is simply the universe ratifying the choice you make right now. The scales do not tip by themselves. They tip according to the direction you set your heart upon in this very moment. The light will simply illuminate and amplify your choice. If you choose the old door, it will show you the full weight of that reality. If you choose the new door, it will swing it wide open and welcome you with a love that will heal every wound you have ever known. Do not make this choice lightly. Feel the gravity of it. This is your moment. Your liberation is in your own hands. The key has been offered. The door is before you. The path has been illuminated. And the reason I was shown this, the reason I have traveled across 900 years to deliver this message, is because what happens after you walk through that door, what awaits you on the other side, it changes everything. Not just for you, but for the world. Part 8. Light after the veil. Approximately 100 words. Imagine for a moment that the dawn has come. You have made your choice. You have walked through the door of light. The great weighing has passed, and you are standing on the other side. What does it feel like? The first thing you notice is the silence. The incessant, anxious chatter of the mind is gone. It has been replaced by a deep, profound peace, a sense of rightness. The second thing you notice is the lightness. The heavy burden you have been carrying on your shoulders for years, perhaps for lifetimes, has vanished. You did not even realize how heavy it was until it was gone. You feel a new buoyancy in your spirit, and freedom you have only ever dreamed of. And then, you feel the lose. But it is not a light you see with your eyes. It is a light you feel in your soul. It is a warm, loving, intelligent light that permeates everything. It is the very substance of this new reality, and it feels like an abbraccio, a divine embrace that welcomes you home, that whispers to you, "Well done, my beloved child. Welcome. You are safe now. You are seen. You are loved beyond measure." All the old feelings of unworthiness dissolve in this embrace. All the scars of the past are healed by its gentle touch. You are made new. You are whole. This is not a fairy tale. This is the reality that awaits you. This is the promise. This is the prize for your courage. You will look at the world, and it will be the same world, but you will see it with new eyes. You will see the divine spark in every person, even those who are still struggling in the darkness. But you will feel no judgment towards them, only a deep, aching compassion. You will see the intricate beauty in a single leaf, the profound wisdom in the flight of a bird. You will understand that heaven is not a place you go to when you die. It is a frequency you choose to live in right now. The relationships in your life will begin to shift. Those that were based on trauma, on need, on old patterns will gently fall away. New connections will enter your life, people who resonate with your new frequency, who see and celebrate the light in you, as you do in them. Your conversations will change. You will speak less of fear and complaint, and more of beauty, of gratitude, of possibility. You will become a source of peace and stability for everyone around you. You will not have to try to be this. You will simply be it. It will be the natural fragrance of your transformed heart. Does this sound too good to be true? That is the old programming talking. The voice from behind the weathered door. It wants you to believe that struggle is the only reality. But I have seen this new world. I have felt its truth. It is more real than the world of shadows you are leaving behind. It is your birthright. It is the home your soul has been aching for. Of course, challenges will still arise. You will still live in a world where many have not yet made the choice for light. But the challenges will no longer have the power to throw you off your center. You will see them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to anchor your new frequency even more deeply, to practice responding with love where you once would have responded with fear. You will be the calm eye of the hurricane. If you have stayed with this message this long, if you have felt its truth resonating in the core of your being, it is because you are one of the ones who is ready. You are a leader in this great shift, a forerunner of the new consciousness. It is no small thing to have reached this point. It shows your dedication, your spiritual maturity, your deep desire for truth. I honor you for it. The heavens honor you for it. If you have come this far, and you are committed to seeing this through to the dawn and beyond, write in the comments, "Eu vous ate au fim." This is your declaration to your soul family that you are all in. You have overcome so much to be here. You have walked through fire and floods in your own life, and you have not given up. You have kept a tiny flame of hope alive even in the darkest and windiest of nights. All of that was your training. All of that has prepared you for this moment, for this choice, for this beautiful transformation. The time of struggle is ending. The time of grace is beginning. So as you go into these final hours before the dawn, hold this vision in your heart. See yourself on the other side. Feel the peace. Feel the lightness. Feel the loving embrace of the light. Let this feeling be your guide. Let it be the anchor that keeps you steady as the last winds of the old world blow. You are almost there. You are almost home. And if you have truly arrived at this place of peace, you need to hear the final whisper I was given. A message about what to do in the very first moments of the dawn itself. Part 9. Prophetic closing and hook for the next video. Approximately 1,000 words. The final piece of the vision I was given was for the moments just after. As the first physical rays of sun grace the sky, your spiritual work will culminate in a final beautiful act of renascimento, a rebirth. In that sacred moment, when the night officially yields to the day, the weighing is complete, and the new frequency settles upon the earth. I was shown what the daughters of light must do. It is not complex. It is profoundly simple. You are to find a place, if you can, where you can see the eastern sky. If you cannot, simply face the east. And as the light begins to glow, you are not to ask for anything. You are not to petition or pray in the old way. You are simply to open yourself. Stand or sit with your palms open and facing upwards, a posture of pure receptivity. Close your eyes and feel the new light on your skin. Know that this is not just sunlight. It is the divine light you have been preparing for. And in that moment, speak these words from your heart as a sacred decree and an activation of your new reality. I am a daughter of light. My heart is pure. My path is clear. I am open to receive all the grace, all the love, and all the wisdom that is my divine inheritance. I am home. This is your coronation. It is your moment of stepping fully into your power, not as a ruler over others, but as a sovereign ruler over your own inner kingdom. It is the moment you fully claim your identity as a co-creator with the divine. As you speak these words, feel the energy of the new earth rising up through the soles of your feet, and the energy of the new heavens pouring down through the crown of your head, meeting in your heart space, and exploding into a brilliant, radiant star of light that is your newly activated soul. This moment will set the template for the rest of your life. It will be an anchor of light and truth that you can return to again and again. You will be a sealed member of the family of light, recognizable to all who have also undergone this transformation. You will find each other, you will support each other, and together, you will begin the joyful work of building a world that reflects the beauty and love you now embody. Let this message be your guide and your comfort in these final hours. Do not fall into fear or last-minute doubt. You have done the work. You have made the choice. Now, all that is left is to rest in the certainty of what is to come. Trust the process. Trust the divine plan. And most of all, trust the voice in your own heart. It will never lead you astray. I have now delivered the message I was sent to give you. My journey of 900 years has reached its destination in your heart. I leave you now in the hands of grace, with a love that transcends all time and space. Go in peace, beloved daughter of light. Prepare your heart. The dawn is coming. But know this: what I have shared with you today is only the beginning. It is the key to the first door. The vision I was given did not end at the dawn. I was shown what comes next. I was shown the challenges and the incredible blessings of living in this new, higher frequency. I was shown how the newly awakened would gather, the projects they would create, and the next great celestial event they would need to prepare for. But Hildegard has not yet said everything. What comes after the dawn, the first 7 days in the new earth, will be even more magnificent and more crucial than you can imagine. And that is a story for another time. Be ready.